So the book is by James Redfield, and it's called The 10th Insight. In that book, the author mentions that before we get sent into this world, we are shown an idealized version of the path that our lives will take. And then we come in. And when I heard that, I thought, that's interesting. So a lot of us maybe probably didn't read the fine print before we came here, like if you deep it. Because he says, you're shown an idealized version of what your life is going to be. However, you will only be able to live that idealized life if you trust your intuition. And when I heard that, I thought, well, maybe your intuition is like a kind of soul memory, a kind of consciousness memory, right? Like the reason why you go, okay, I should do this or I shouldn't do this, because on some level, your consciousness is remembering. The memory of an idealized life path is there. Why would you ignore it, right? It's almost like a GPS. If the GPS is telling you, okay, turn here, like this is how you're going to get to that idealized life. Okay, you have to turn here. Why would you ignore it? But we're socialized to ignore our intuition, right? We're socialized to pay attention to literally everything else but ourselves. And so as a result, the reason why, according to this author, we don't have an idealized life or that we suffer is because we don't listen to our intuition. We don't trust ourselves, right? And that's a result of just the world that we're living in. And I kind of made a joke as I was reading it to myself. I was like, well, that's funny, right? Because I know that we all watched our life review at the beginning. And then the small print, it's like, okay, just so you remember, one, the moment you get into Earth, you're going to start to forget. Like as soon as you open your eyes, once you start talking, your memory is going to fade, right? And then there's traps that then snares you and it pulls you down, and all of a sudden like, you become of the world. So this is an idealized version. Do you think you can live this life? And of course, us, toxic trait, we're like, yeah, we got this shit. What do you mean? That's easy. I can trust my intuition, right? And then there's like a small print is like, do not hold us responsible for, because that is part of the game that you do forget. The forgetfulness is built in. But do we listen? No, we just go, oh, like, I accept, and we hop in. And the next thing you know, like shit's happening. We're like, what the fuck's going on? Yeah, should have read the small print, right? There's many paths to where you want to go, right? So even if you lived your life up until this point, the point of you listening to this right now, without trusting your intuition, you've got plenty of time still. This is the path to your idealized life. But this is also a path. This is also a path. This is also a path. And even if you don't get on the right path, there's always reset. I wouldn't recommend coming back. I think I'm good after this. And by reading some of you guys' comments, I think you guys are good as well. Woo!